Hello, Algebra class. This is an explanation of Lesson 10. We first talk about division by 0. Well, guess what? You can't do it. The whole world would explode. So we cannot divide by 0 ever. Whenever you get to this, we say that is undefined. It's not 0. It's undefined. All of these expressions are undefined. All right, moving on. What if you wanted to simplify this fraction? Well, this fraction bar, which has a special name that I can't remember, but indicates an order of operations. We want to simplify the numerator, simplify the denominator if there is anything, and then the final thing that you do is divide those two. So we have 4 minus 2, which is 2, minus 2 would give us 0. Guess what? 0 divided by 13 is able to be evaluated, and it is 0. So I know sometimes students will get those mixed up, but you cannot divide anything by 0, but 0 can be divided by any non-zero number. It's just 0. You have 0 pies. You want to give it to 13 people. How much pie does each person get? 0. No pie. All right. Let's take a look at example 10-2. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit more complicated multiplication. All right, with our assigned numbers. So again, the first thing you should do is you should look at the number of negative signs. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Is 3 an odd number? Why, yes it is. So our answer is going to be negative. And then you just simply do 4 times 3, which is 12, times 7, or 6, which is, 12 times 6 is 72, times 2, which is 144. Remember, try not to do any calculators. Let's get those brains working here. If you did have to reach for your calculator, do it only for your multiplication, not for your sign. You should be able to do that sign in your head. Let's look at this answer. 1, 2, 3. 3 is an odd number. Our answer is going to be negative. Oh, I see what they're showing you here. They're saying that you can multiply those numbers in any order. You will get the same answer no matter what. Okay. Let's do a couple conversions of area because these can get a little bit tricky whenever we have square inches or square feet. Let me set up my camera here. So in your book, they convert the square inches to square centimeters. So I wanted to convert it to square feet. So we need to find our unit multiplier. Is that an I? Maybe it is. Unit multipliers. We have 12 inches in 1 foot. That's equal to 1. They're equal to each other. So that's why it's called a unit multiplier. But we can also flip this over and say there's 1 foot in 12 inches. So those are the 2 unit multipliers to convert inches to feet or feet to inches. Now the trick here with this is if we have a square inch, we're going to have to multiply by one of those unit multipliers twice. Okay, so this is how you do it. These are the steps. Step number 1, begin with what you have, and you can put it over 1. Whoops, that's not focusing there. Okay, and then we are going to multiply. We want to get rid of inches and we want to get feet. So looking over here at the unit multipliers, we want to get rid of the inches. Do you see how the inches are in the top? So in order to get rid of them, the inches have to be in the bottom here. And since it's squared, we need to do it twice. So we're going to do feet. Once you know what your units are, then it's pretty easy to go over here and know what numbers go where. There's 1 foot in 12 inches, 1 foot in 12 inches. Inches squared cancels with those and our inches are gone. This is called unit analysis or dimensional analysis. It's a very important skill. You'll use it a lot in higher level math and physics and chemistry. So now we just multiply our fractions. 44 times 1 is just 44. And we have feet squared. And on the bottom, 1 times 12 is 144. And we don't have any units there, right? Because they canceled out. Now, if you would like to, we could actually do that math, 44 divided by 144, and get a fraction 0.305. We could round that off, 0.305 or 0.306, approximately equal to let me move this over, 0.306 square feet. 44 square inches is only equal to about 0.306 square feet. All right, so just to show you that the same process works if we have 44 square feet and want to know how many square inches that is. So again, begin with what you have. You can put it over 1. Then we're going to multiply this by the unit multiplier. So we have feet squared, we want inches squared. So we have to get rid or cancel the feet. So the feet have to go in the bottom. Do you see how that feet times feet cancels the feet squared? So if the feet are in the bottom, looking back up here at our unit multipliers, the inches would be in the top. And then how many inches is equal to how many feet? That's 12 inches per 1 foot. And then now we simply multiply 44 times 12 times 12. That would be 44 times 144, which is 6,336. 6,336 inches times inches, square inches. We only have 1s in the bottom, so we don't need to do that. This number is called a palindrome. Do you see how it looks the same going in as it's reflected? 6336, called a palindrome. There are words that are palindromes as well. Okay, alrighty, that's it. Good luck with those on chapter 10.